It's indeed a pleasure to be here today. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor. The children have stumped me entirely. I had so much to say and I've forgotten everything. So that means it was a great show by the children. So could you all put your hands together for them, please? A louder round of applause for all the children who came up here and did their best. They were so confident, and it was just lovely to see that they stopped at nothing. Every show was put together with so much of thought, and the organizing team, the event team on the stage, I think it's all the teachers on the stage, they prioritized the children over anything. The show could stop because someone's lace came undone. Everything came to a halt because safety was priority. I think these are things that any school that's for children would do. And I think you found a great place where your children can learn and grow together. So I think you found your perfect place for their formative years to be so beautiful, to be so motivating, to be so loving. Everyone was so loving with the children. And another thing that I noticed was children introduced every event, right from the tiniest one. I can see that, they're grown up. When they introduced me, I think they got the grown-up child to do it. But at no point did the teacher lose her patience and pick up the mic and say what had to be said. That's the easiest thing to do, and they never did that. So good job, event team, teachers, and Leela ma'am. You've got a great team. I just wanted to share a small thought. So education, it comes from the Latin word, because I'm a teacher of English basically, so I have to start that way. Education finds its root from a Latin word which means to draw out. But over time, all we do is stuff information into children. That is not what education was meant to be. It was meant to draw out of the heart. It started from the heart. Education was to do with the heart. And I saw heart on stage today, and I'm really happy that there are organizations that come together with the passion to give children the best. So I have a small story, which I won't take too long to finish, but I think it's important that I say it. So just a little bit of your attention, please. So have you been to petting stations? It's very new in Chennai, and then it's a big thing now. So in these petting stations, you just go and you spend your day with animals. You pet dogs, and dogs surround you. You can even adopt. There are so many options for you to do. So this is an imaginary incident. It didn't happen here, but I'm just trying to create a picture for you. So there was this place that put up puppies for sale. You could also go and pet puppies there for some money. So there was this child who approached this person at the desk that said puppies for sale, and asked him how much for a puppy. So the person said he gave him an amount which the child did not have. So the child only had something to the tune of 10 rupees. And he said, see, I don't have the money that you want. I have only 10 rupees. I'm going to give you the money. Allow me to pet the puppies. So he said, okay, please go and pet the puppies. He called a few puppies. They came, and he was petting them. And there was this one puppy that was plodding along. It was finding it difficult to reach the gates, the fence. And this boy was so fascinated by that puppy that he asked the person who was the owner, he asked him, why is that one puppy, struggling? So the owner said, he has some physical problem. He can't walk very fast. He was born without a hip socket. Okay. So he said, okay, in that case, I want to buy that puppy. This is the money I'll give you for it, but I want to buy the puppy. So the man said, what are you going to do with the defective puppy? Nobody wants him. He says, no, I want him. I'm going to take him. So you give me the puppy. Then he said, well, This puppy is not going to come running to you when you walk home. All the joys of owning a dog you will not get from a dog like this. So the boy, he rolled up his pants and he revealed that he had a prosthetic. And this is what he said. He said, well, I don't run so well myself, and the little puppy will need someone who understands. So the moral is the world is full of creatures who need someone who understands. So it's not like everyone can do everything, but it's important that we understand what someone is going through. It's important that we appreciate everything around us. And dear parents, there's just something that I'd like to tell you. At this time and age, post-pandemic, when everything's opening up and children are struggling to get back on their feet, everyone's struggling to get back on their feet, there's just many things that they lost out in those 2 years. But then there's so much that you can do for them. And there's something greater than telling your child, I love you. Please remember these words. I believe in you. I trust you. I know you can handle this. You are listened to. You are cared for. You are very important to me. So I hope this rings somewhere in your heart and you carry this with you a long time. I thank everyone here once again for giving me this opportunity. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. Good evening.